I remember the excitement when the Equinox was announced. Because if the Equinox was coming, that meant Voyager was coming. Because there's no way you bring the Equinox into a game without bringing Voyager. Equinox was this little tiny 2-part episode. Voyager was a whole season, or a whole series. Goodness. But yeah, welcome back to Brush Up Your Game. Today we have Wave 3 U.S.S. Equinox. And boy, this Nova class the was the ship to run for a while. Granted, that was days of the past, days of yore. But let's talk about it. It's 2233, double crew weapon tech. Nothing vastly impressive about it. And named ability action: disable one of your active shields during the end phase this round. Repair all of your damaged shields. Okay, and you go, it has 3 shields. Fine, whatever. Yeah, but the amount of cards you could stack on this to get extra shields was fun. And this is before Rule of 3, so you could stack a lot of extra shields on it. Granted, nowadays there's even more ways to stack more shields. But you put a bunch of shields on it, you put some attack cancellation, you put some extra defenses, Hood, Riker, etc. This ship was really tough to kill. Really tough, almost impossible. But yeah, this was the ship for a while. It's got a decent arc, 90-90. Decent maneuverability. I don't know that I agree with the 3 turns even existing, let alone being read. Would have rather seen 1 turns on a nice little science vessel here, but whatever. Capping it out at 4 straight also felt weird to me, but whatever. Yeah, Nova class generic. Again, this is another ship that needs to be recosted. It pains me. Because while I don't think it's good, I would like to see what they could do with it if it got a new chance. And I think that chance is going to happen. I'm eager to see it. Rudolph Ransom was a 4-skill captain. When defending, if there's an evade token beside your ship, roll 2 extra defense dice. So that, again, speaking to the defensive nature, you're already going to cancel 1 hit. And you get 2 extra chances, which probably equates to another evade. Mostly. Just base. You're going to roll 4 defense dice. That's pretty nice. I consider him mission playable. I don't think he's much good for tournaments these days, but missions, I think he can work. Maxwell Burke, on the other hand, action: discard this card to gain +2 attack dice this round. He is very much a last-ditch effort. Granted, dropping from skill 2 to skill 1, not that big of a deal. But the fact that you have to spend an action to get 2 more attack dice, it's a bad trade-off. Yeah. The set did come with photon torpedoes. They are 5 dice. You get to convert Battle Station to a crit. Yeah, I suppose on the Nova, they were potentially playable. Better ones exist now. So, Navigational Deflector. When taking damage, you may discard this card to cancel a hit. That's a really expensive evade. 5 points. But if the damage is from a minefield or an obstacle, disable the card instead of discarding it. If you disable this card, you may roll defense dice against obstacles or minefields, which is just weird. I would have thought you would just get those defense dice against obstacles or minefields to get from the get-go. That to me would make more sense. But anyway, this card never really saw play. It was not good. It's overpriced for what it's worth. I suppose in the right mission, it has potential. But those situations are very few and far between. Marla Gilmore is a 2-point crew action. If your ship's not cloaked, disable all your remaining shields. Target a ship at range 1 and 2 that's not cloaked, has no active shields. Disable this card and 1 tech of your choice on the target ship. You may then use that upgrades action, if any, as a free action this round. Last part's nice. First part hurts. Very conditional. Are you really going to run it? Probably not. Mission-specific play? Yeah, sure. No lessing action. Disable this card and any one of your tech upgrades to target a ship at range 1 and 2. Disable 1 of the target ship's active shields. 1. That action is not better than target lock or battle stations. Give me quality over 1, essentially 1 extra hit. That's all that is. Just 1 extra hit. If somehow it got me all of their shields down, or their last shield down, and I had a second action where I could use something like Marla Gilmore, then it's worth something. But, yeah, no. And then we got the emergency medical hologram. This upgrade counts as either a crew or a tech, your choice. When you use a tech upgrade that requires you to disable it, you may disable this card instead of the tech upgrade. I did like the EMH. We're going that way. I think there is some combo potential. Even to this day, I think there's some combo potential here. Because you could make the EMH a crew, and you can re-enable crew a lot easier. But you protect your tech, and you can keep tech going that way. So EMH, definitely some possibility here. But the rest of it all, it's not worth it. I guess a Rudolph Ransom. Some potential there. But yeah, Equinox, kind of a small pack. Ship holds up, I'd say at least for mission play. Lots of ways to add shields, cheap ways to add shields. Got to find ways to add slots. But I think there's good potential. Even at 20 points, it's a touch pricey, but it's not hideously overpriced. Very defensive ship. So if you're into that kind of build, if you like going defensive and slow play, small point games, this is your option. Definitely a good way to play some missions and get some more points out of those missions. But aside from that, I wouldn't go crazy trying to chase this pack down. That's my impression here in summer of 2023. So, alrighty, thank you all for watching. Until next time, keep brushing up your game. Take care.